And hello. It is NFL. I can't even talk because this is such a surprise and I was so rushed. I can't even speak. This is NFL Chaos with Jeremy. I am the Chaos, and this is a Saturday check in because I have three things I wanted to tell you before the Super Bowl tomorrow. Three announcements that I have to make. Um, and before I start, hello, Harry. You know me. I could never ignore the chat. Glad you found me so early, so quickly, because I just was a very surprised thing. But anyway, what's going on? Why am I here? Well, I meant to do this like not live as a recording and then just post it. But then I figure, you never know, people might jump in, and I'm always good for a hang. But anyway, I got three things I want to talk about. Three things. First thing is going to be I have a new intro video to my Wacky Wednesday show. And every time I make a Wacky Wednesday video or a new video, I'm excited to show it off. So I'm going to play my new intro video. It's a lot of fun for my Wednesday show. Hello, Bryant Sill. Thanks for stopping by and saying howdy. You always do, and I appreciate it. And my good friend John Post from Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports says, "What's up, Jeremy? What's up, John? Hope you're excited about tomorrow. I know our friend Peo is." So anyway, three important announcements. One is I'm going to play very shortly the new intro to the Wacky Wednesday show that I've just spent, according to my wife, too much time putting together. The other, and I really hope Jets Mess watches this video and stumbles upon it because it's for his honor. He loves watching me eat these wafers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give away a canister of wafers when I hit 400 subscribers to a lucky chat winner. Now, I'm going to try to find a better flavor than coffee flavor, but this is what in the Asian market at Ranch 99 they had. They just had coffee flavor. I looked for other flavors, but they didn't have other flavors. So I bought this coffee flavor, and I'm going to be giving away a canister. But Jets Mess wondered, how long is it going to take me to finish this canister of these thin wafer sticks? And as you can see, I'm at the end because a lot of them got crushed. And I had it was a lot higher, but last night I couldn't resist, and I ate most of them. And then I realized, oh my God, I can't. I'm supposed to finish it live, so I still have some of these crushed coffee flavored wafer sticks. Now remember, I'm going to go back to this market and I'm going to buy another canister. I'm going to try to get a better flavor, but if I can only get coffee, so be it. I'm going to ship this to one of our lucky followers when I get to 400 subscribers, whoever comes on and wins the Guess the Number raffle. So that's going to happen at 400. There's so many promotions, right? Because that's not even the closest one coming. Like we're going towards 300 subscribers. I'm one shy of 250, so we're closing in on it. And when we get to 300 subscribers, I'm giving away 3 T-shirts: one from Green Bean's channel, one from his website, one from Jets Talk 24/7 merchandise store, and a Boycott the Seat beat from Matt O'Leary. So that is going to be 3 T-shirts given away to 3 lucky winners. Hey, Thomas Cahill, I see you out there. 3 lucky T-shirts. And then at 400 subscribers, like I just said, I'm going to be giving away a canister of wafer stick. And you can eat them along with me because, believe me, I will pick up extra canisters because from now on, I will never do a show without my wafer sticks. Anyway, you know what 300 is. You know what 400 is. 500, if you don't already know. 500 subscribers is 5 Boycott these T-shirts, 5 Boycott the Beat T-shirts that are going to be given out to 5 different winners. Now, here's the caveat. If I hit 500 subscribers by March 30th, I'm going to give and donate an extra $100 to St. Jude for the children. Now, understand that all the proceeds that Matt O'Leary gets from the Boycott the Beat T-shirts go to St. Jude. So aside from buying 5 shirts and helping raise money for St. Jude. I'm also going to donate an extra $100 if we can get there by March 30th. It's not going to be easy, so I need anybody who's watching this who has not subscribed to subscribe. And those of you who have subscribed, get your wives to subscribe, get your kids to subscribe, your bigger brother, your uncle, your aunt, get them to subscribe and tell them that by hitting a simple subscribe button, they're going to help raise money for a very important charity, St. Jude. It's one of my favorites. I love that Matt O'Leary is doing it. As you all know, I'm an educator. Let's help children that need it the most. How you doing, Owen? Thomas Cahill's here. Glad you guys could join me on no notice. Anyway, that's the second announcement. That we talked about the canister of wafers that I'm going to finish right now tonight on this show. We talked about the new intro that I'm about to play. The third thing I want to announce is that me and my brother Lee will be doing a Super Bowl watch party tomorrow. So we are going to be on live. If the game stinks, we're going to get the hell off. But if it's good, we're going to be on. Stop in, say hello. Just going to have fun and hang out to wrap up the year because there's no more football. And I got to figure out how to get Lee on the channel because, he's my brother. And I think he kind of likes it. So I got to think of other ways we're going to get him on. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Insult the Lee channel. Or maybe it'll be Throwing Rocks. And me and Lee will bitch about our childhood and tell embarrassing stories about each other. And you guys can ask questions and stuff. And we could just throw rocks at each other. Anyway, without further ado, I want to play the new intro video. So let me know what you think. Here goes. This is for the Wacky Wednesday show. Just spent a good 2 to 3 hours working on it. I would regret it if people look back at the first episode and you weren't on it.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's called forward thinking.
We have one of the worst beats in the world. We do. Our beat is horrible.
Connor could shove that article up his ass.
And then I went to that game and I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. I'm a Jet fan. This is going to be the greatest run ever. Yeah.
No, because if they take a Kwanu, I'm not complaining.
Joe Douglas is the king of keeping shit close to the vest.
A 2, a 4, and a 6 for Darnold.
Did the Jets really ruin Sam Darnold, or did Sam Darnold just suck all along and we were just trying to talk ourselves into it?
And Hamilton is a player who can potentially make a very big impact.
And suddenly here we are today, you can't get rid of him.
Right, it's like a plague.
Joe Douglas was hired because he's not those general managers.
Okay, Luscious.
Somebody is going to fall just like Elijah Moore did, just like Michael Carter did.
If you had one sentence to say to Joe Douglas, what would you say? So you would say, you had me at hello, and then give him a big old wet one right on the smack.
I hope you liked it. I'm proud of it, man. I worked hard on that one. We'll be seeing it every Wednesday for a while. I'm going to make a new one for the watch parties, but I'm going to wait till after the Super Bowl tomorrow. And then I got a whole off season to work on that one, but it's going to be fire, man. It's going to be pure energy. Me and my brother, all those magical moments where we're going absolutely ballistic and out of our minds. And the other thing that I wanted to show, there was something else. Thank you, Thomas. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. John, cool. Love the feedback. Thank you. Proud of that stuff, man. That's where I put the most work in. Like this live part and just doing the show is easy. I just have a great time hanging out with you guys. But that's where I have to motivate myself, right? Work hard all week. It's Saturday morning and I'm like, man, I for 3 weeks I've been thinking I need a new intro. So it's always like as soon as you make it, you can't wait to show it off, The other thing I want to show, I have other exciting things. Before I finish the canister of wafer, man, I hope Jets Mess makes it. I'd love for him to see it live, but we'll see if he ends up where he is, if he ends up making it in time. Gitmo would probably get a kick out of it too. A lot of you, because it went really late last night, our mock draft 15, after my good friend Nick left the show, Green Bean came on. And Green Bean and I did another draft, and I still have it on my computer. And I wanted to show the results of Green Bean and my draft because it was the first draft that we've ever done together without really input from the chat. It was just our draft. And I think it was pretty fire, man. I think it was a really, really good one. and I just wanted to show it off to everybody and see what you think. If you didn't like it, let me know you didn't like it. If you like it, let me know you like it. Let me share screen, and I'm going to show you the draft, the second draft of the night that I had with Green Bean. And here it is. I'm putting it up right now. And just in case for those of you who can't see it because you're on your phones or wherever, I'll read it out to you, and I'll talk about the draft that we had. So this was the draft after the draft with Nick. It was me, it was Green Bean and I, and this is what we came up with. We traded down and still got Icky at 13. We took Tyler Lindenbaum at 15. And because we traded with the Eagles, we did that because we had 2 extra picks. And we took Jermaine Johnson at edge with 19. So we still managed to get an edge that we're excited about. So we got 2 offensive linemen and said the future is set. We got Jermaine Johnson to complement our boy Carl Lawson when he comes back. We got Trey McBride, the best tight end in the class. We added Christian Harris, one of our favorite linebackers in the class. Green Bean said we added an extra draft pick. He's right. That's a luxury. So what are we going to do with that luxury? We're going to take a running back, and we grabbed Isaiah Spiller, who we both believe and agree is the number 1 running back coming out of the 22 class. And then we went for safety and got Jalen Petra, who we always liked. I talked J.C. Cole into liking him and picking him, and then we all saw what he did in the Senior Bowl, which was exciting. Then I went with Rusty Spooner's boy, Eric Ezukanma. Eric Ezukanma from Texas Tech. A lot of people like him. And look who was sitting at 116, Leo Chanel. He's another guy that Rusty turned us on to that we all love. Then hanging around because we hadn't doubled up on tight end yet, we took Charlie Kolar, and we finished it up with everybody's favorite replacement for Braxton Berrios, Kyle Phillips. So there wasn't a player that we took that we haven't been following and loving. Let's see what. Love Chanel. I think Ford is better than Spiller. Okay, so we'll see. I like Ford too. I love the Cincinnati guys, but we're gonna see. We like that. We like the way that Spiller complements Michael Carter because he's a bruiser, and we think he's going to help wear down the offensive line. Let's see. Somebody said, I think pure adrenaline. Yeah, like John was pretty excited about the first round. Yeah, I think the first round's pretty incredible. If we got Icky Linderbaum and Jermaine Johnson, like talk about helping the trenches, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, we love Kyle Phillips, man. I mean, when you can return punts also, like you could tell when you look at him that this guy could run he could run the trick plays. He could execute on all those plays. Who is available at 4? None of the edges, Harry. Like me and Green Bean are on the same page, and I think a lot of us are. If you get a Thibodeau and Hutchinson available, we take them. If not, we trade down. That's kind of like our rule. If there's a good trade on the table, and we decided that there was a good trade on the table, that's why we went ahead and traded, and we got Icky. And Icky's a guy that the Jets in real life could take Icky at 4, and I don't think we're going to be upset. I don't think anybody should be upset. So there's that. Dark Soldier in the house. He usually disagrees with a lot of things that I do, so maybe I'll get off this draft page before I get critiqued. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, people just joining us, just know that 3 things. I played my new intro, the Wacky Wednesday intro, which I'll play at the end of this live stream. I announced that we will be doing a Super Bowl watch party tomorrow, me and my brother. I talked about the promotions coming for subscriptions. I'm happy to announce I'm only 1 short of 250. I'm almost at 250 subs in a little less than 3 months. So I'm excited. It's all thanks to you guys. You guys get all the credit for that. I appreciate it so much. And finally, hoping Mess makes it on time, I'm finally finishing the canister of wafers. There's very little left, and I think I'm going to start that now. Mess will have to catch it on the replay, but at least we're going to have it recorded. I just wanted to let you know that I've done it. I have gotten to the point where I'm ready to finish the canister. I have 2 brothers, and by the way, Matthew, who's in the chat being a wise ass, is also been joining us on the live stream. And when he joins us, and it's the three of us, we eat a hot sauce, or sometimes we do. And for those of you who forgot, we have a website, the three of us, called Cravat Attack. That I'm not a website, another YouTube channel called Cravat Attack. One word, Cravat Attack. And you can watch us eat hot sauces and rate and sample hot sauces. And what's funny is you get to watch me suffer, which is a lot of fun. I must have you confused with Rusty. Well, I'm sorry, Josh. No, but you're a guy who speaks the truth, man. You're like, if I do something stupid, you'll tell me. You don't let me get away with it. Some people will just be like, yeah, it's okay. But like, you're a guy that'll say, hey, Jeremy, I don't agree with that. Right? I mean, which is good. That's what I want. I want you guys to not tell me when you don't agree. I don't want everybody to just say yes. I want to be challenged. I want you to make me think. Well, Dad, you don't even say hi for throwing out the soup I made you. J. Cole, did I forget to say hi to you? You know what? It's like every father, right? We get busy in our hobbies like live streaming, and we forget about our own kids. Okay, I'm going to say hello to my son. Uncle Matthew is here, Jake. Okay, so Uncle Matthew's here. He's your new uncle. So say hello to your new uncle. You can call him Unky. And he cooks too. So, but none of us, we make a split pea soup, but we don't do a lot of soup. So welcome to the family. We will appreciate your soup. What is my brother saying now? Who handles the hot sauce the best? Yes, Matthew is the best of the hot sauce handlers. Lee tries to be really competitive, but Lee is the one that once had to run away. And we had to end the show without him. So Matthew wins. J. Cole says, hey, Matthew, I love big booty bitches. Thank God you let him know. Matt, my brother needed to know that you like big booty bitches. You might have to invite him to the wedding too. You might have to come to the wedding. Can't have your uncle miss your wedding. You know what I mean? Anyway, here's the canister. It's open. We are finally going to finish it. You guys have watched me from the beginning start this canister and eat it. So let's get started. Because I didn't want to make a mess, I actually have a spoon because it's crushed into pieces. So we're going to... It's a little dry because, yes, you can go to my brother's channel, CK's Kitchen. We have a lot of channels. If you want the recipe to my favorite split pea soup that my mother made for us growing up, CK's Kitchen. I promise you, if you miss or you like hearing a Jewish guy do his best Brooklyn Italian accent, CK's Kitchen is the kitchen for you. Yeah. So anyway, you know what? While I eat this, I'm going to play the intro again for those of you who joined us late, because it's fire. I would regret it if people look back at the first episode and you weren't on it.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's called forward thinking.
We have one of the worst beats in the world. We do. Our beat is horrible.
Connor could shove that article up his ass.
And then I went to that game and I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. I'm a Jet fan. This is going to be the greatest run ever. Yeah.
No, because if they take Ekwonu, I'm not complaining.
Joe Douglas is the king of keeping shit close to the vest.
A 2, a 4, and a 6 for Darnold?
Did the Jets really ruin Sam Darnold, or did Sam Darnold just suck all along and we were just trying to talk ourselves into it?
And Hamilton is a player who can potentially make a very big impact.
And suddenly here we are today. You can't get rid of him.
Right. It's like a plague.
Joe Douglas was hired because he's not those general managers.
Okay, Luscious.
Somebody is going to fall just like Elijah Moore did, just like Michael Carter did.
What would, if you had one sentence to say to Joe Douglas, what would you say? So you would say, you had me at hello, and then give him a big old wet one right on the smack.
Yes, and there you go. That's the new intro. Yes, Matthew. You're right. Oh, he will dance at your wedding. Matthew will dance. So chunky you can eat it with a fork, but use a spoon to get every drop. That's what I'm doing. But I also don't want to make a mess because my wife will kill me. She did use the kosher ham for the place of... No, Harry, that's the exact... Oh, Harry, that's a really good point. my Jewish mother, who's now the Jewish grandmother, her split pea soup was not. Oh yeah, by the way, J. Cole, you're Jewish now. Congrats, Mazel Tov, you're a Jew. Anyway, we did not use, instead of that, the ham bone. Jewish split pea soup is dark meat chicken, so chicken thighs with the skin and the bone, or the chicken like drumsticks. And you'll be surprised how delicious split pea soup is with chicken. The chicken fat, it works, my friend. It really, really works. It's absolutely delicious, and the chicken gets ridiculously tender. It just falls off the bone. You literally could, like, when you pull the chicken out, you take up like anything and just push the chicken off the bone. It's just amazing. Yeah, man, it's cool to be Jewish because you get the best of both worlds, because we're non-practicing, right? So you don't have to worry, Cole. You could still eat veal and pork, and you could still eat Parmesan and mix the cheese and the meat. You get to do all those things when you're a non-practicing Jew. So you still get to eat all the things, but now you get to tell the Jewish jokes. And people can't like say that you're prejudiced or racist or a Jew hater, because you could just simply say, well, I'm Jewish. My dad's Jewish. My uncle's Jewish. Well, so now you are now clear. You now get to use Jewish humor whenever you want. We can even teach you how to speak a little bit of Yiddish if you want. So I have not made potato soup, but I'll work on it. Yeah, we're bad Jews. We are definitely bad Jews. We're bad, very bad. Yes. Well, not even holiday Jew, Harry, because we're not hypocrites. We've decided that we weren't going to be hypocrites because, as my grandfather, I believe, my father's father, taught us, it makes, or at least he told me, he said, it makes no sense to think that you're being a good Jew by observing the holidays, because the truth is the Sabbath every Saturday, Friday night to Saturday night, is so much more important to observe than any Jewish holiday. So the most hypocritical thing a Jewish person can do is just go to shul on the holidays and ignore the Sabbath every week, because the whole part of being Jewish is the Sabbath. It's built around it. So it's very hypocritical when that happens. So no, we're not hypocrites. We don't. I mean, we celebrate Hanukkah because we want presents and stuff, and we have fun, but we don't do it religiously. We don't go to shul because it's like a holiday. Tim Watley convert for the jokes. Exactly. I think Jerry Seinfeld once says, "I don't know if I'm more offended as a comedian or a Jew." What's up? Oh, you're saying hello to Docs. Oh, yeah. Took me so long to learn his name. I thought it was like, when I looked at it, I thought it was like I thought Dark Soldier was like trying to be like a Sith. Like it was just another name for like a new Sith that he was created himself. And then I realized that, Dark Soldier. Oh, Dark Soldier. Okay. Just in general. Yeah. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I love it when I catch the middle of conversations that make no sense when I put it up on the board. Anyway, let me continue eating this. Rusty Spooner made it in. Hey, Rusty, let me share the draft that I don't think you got to see it. Me and Green Bean did a draft last night after the first draft, and I really think that you would like it. Because we got a lot of the Rusty guys. We wouldn't have known about these guys if it wasn't for Rusty. We got Icky. We made a big trade down to 13. We got Icky, Tyler Lindenbaum, Jermaine Johnson at 19, Trey McBride at 35, Christian Harris at 38, Isaiah Spiller at 44, Jalen Petra at 69. Now, here are your guys. Eric Uzuknama, or Eric Zukama at 110, Leo Chanel at 116, Charlie Kohler at 146, and Kyle Phillips at 163. How's that for a draft, my man? How is that? That is a draft I could live with, man. I'm telling you. Our offensive line would be just off the charts in a couple. Can you imagine Tyler Lindenbaum and Icky, and if Becton comes back healthy? Oh, my God. George Fant, like AVT. What a freaking line that would be. Unbelievable. Yeah, the first 6 picks are freaking fire. I agree, Dark Soldier. You like that? He just says, nice, fam. So I'm finishing this officially, Rusty. You could be my witness with Jets Mess. That because I promised I would finish the canister live. I'm using a tablespoon because this is what's left on the bottom of the canister. I was worried I was going to run out last night because I couldn't resist. But it turns out this is a lot more than I thought. Because even though it looked like a very thin layer on the bottom, it's a really big canister. Yes, the people all suffer because of the government. We don't really talk politics, but it's the truth. Remember, people, most suffering in the world are because of the leaders, not because of the people. The people, almost anybody, are all the same. We all want to just raise a family and live a good life. Unfortunately, greed and power of leaders and rulers in all the different countries are the ones that cause most of the hate, the anger, and some other things that I won't talk about. But just believe me, I've met people from all over the world. Everybody's the same and wants the same thing. We just want to raise our kids and have a good life. It's all anybody really wants, except the lunatics and the extremes, the extreme people on any side. That coffee shit, Jeremy. Yeah, the coffee shit. But the one I'm going to give away at 400 subs, I'm going to try to get a better flavor. I promise. No, Gitmo, I knew you'd be here. I'm just doing some updates. One of the updates is I'm finishing this canister of wafer sticks, finally, and getting rid of it. I also played my new Wacky Wednesday intro that I just spent 2 to 3 hours making, and I'll play it at the end of this video. I've played it twice already. And I was showing off a draft from yesterday that me and Green Bean did. And yes, I need one more sub to 250. But man, I really need to get to 500 by March 30th. So I really want to write that check for Matt O'Leary to the St. Jude, to that charity. So I'm really hoping I can convince Matt O'Leary to push harder, man. The guy's got over 10,000 subs. Everybody watches his show. Like if he took the time, if he stopped his show and said, look, everybody go to NFL Chaos with Jeremy, hit the sub button, get him to 500, and all you're doing is pushing a button. And because of it, he's going to buy 5 of my shirts, which will probably raise $50. And then he's going to write a check for $100 on top of it. $150 goes to St. Jude, and all people have to do is hit a stupid blue button, right? And then not unsubscribe, because that would make me cry. Because once they hit the subscribe button, like you guys, they're going to see, hey, Jeremy's a good guy. He's funny. He eats on camera. He does weird things. Why not keep sub to his channel? Why not? Would you even know this existed? Coffee-flavored wafers if it wasn't for me? All you got to do is go to a Ranch 99. I don't know if you have it. I think that is on the East Coast because I think there's one right near my parents'. It might be a different Asian market, but I thought it was a Ranch 99. They're all over the West Coast. And you walk in and you can get things like this in the little snack and candy section. What do you want to explain? What check? If I get to 500 subscriptions by March 30th, aside from donating the 5 t-shirts, raffling off the 5 t-shirts that Matt O'Leary is selling to raise money for St. Jude. If I do it by March 30th, because when I hit 500, I'm going to raffle off 5 t-shirts. And the proceeds of those Boycott the Beat t-shirts go to St. Jude. If I do it by March 30th, I'm going to write a check for $100 and give away the 5 t-shirts. So I'm going to add $100 to that. You know what I mean? On my way to, yeah, very nice, Matthew. You're such a good brother. I was there. I really like Big Nick's mock, really addressed the defense and still got, yeah. But did you see the mock we did after? Did you, because Gitmo, did you stay up? Because Green Bean came on and we did another mock. So there was a second mock. So that's what I was showing the results of because we had a pretty good one. Yeah, I was asking about the check, but you explained it after I asked. So thanks. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you got it. By the way, I didn't talk about my final promotion. I just laid them all out. It's like a map. So I told you about 300. What happens at 300 subs? 3 different T-shirts. One from Green Bean site, one from Matt O'Leary, one Boycott the Beat from Matt O'Leary, one Jets 24/7. 400, I buy a canister of wafers. I try to get a better flavor than coffee, and I mail it to the lucky winner. 500, we just talked about it. At 1,000, we're going to have a party. We're going to have a watch party. At that 1,000, subscriber watch party type thing, not watch party, a celebration party. And I'm going to definitely think of some. I talked about how I'm going to eat a part of a pepper. I have a very hot pepper I'm going to take a big bite of. And I'm also going to pick a winner, and that winner is going to get a tier 3, not level 1, not level 2, the highest level Patreon. I'm going to pay for your membership for Green Bean's Patreon. So that's a $300 value because that's $25 a month for 12 months. And what that gets you is access to all his podcasts early, access to his personal Zoom where you watch with like 5 or 6 or 10 other people. You get to watch videos with him. You get to watch old Jet games with him. You're talking right to Green Bean. Our friend Braden is usually part of that. Frankie from Flatbush sometimes is part of that. Harry is part of that. He's there. Some of your favorite people, some Jets fan people are there, and I'm going to cover that for you. So I think that's a nice gift. If you're a Green Bean fan, it's a nice gift. And obviously, you probably know I consider Green Bean a good friend. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing it. He's helped me. One of the reasons I'm talking to you right now is because of Green Bean. So this is one of my ways of giving back to him is by getting people to subscribe for that. And then he gets the Patreon and he gets that money. And we all know that that Green Bean sold it all to ride them all. That means he's riding roller coasters all over the country. But to keep that up, to be able to continue that and continue to give us the good content and do as much as he does on these streams and on YouTube, he needs to generate income. So that Patreon is one of the ways he does that. So that will add to his, not only add that membership to his income, but as I'm talking about it, people get to hear about it. They get to hear about that there's a $5 Patreon, $5 a month Patreon membership that Green Bean has. There's a $10 a month membership. So I'm also promoting it for him, and hopefully he'll get more members out of that. And that we can convince you how much fun it is. And you'll join his Patreon group. So that is it. And by the way, at 600, 700, 800, I'll announce little things like maybe I'll get my brother Matthew to eat a teaspoon of Reaper sauce, things like that. Matthew will do it. You got a second wind. Bob, you love, man. I love Bob. Get my Bob. You crack me up. You got a second wind when Green Bean came up. So did I, Gitmo. So did I. Because I was dead tired already. When Green Bean came on, I was like, I woke back up. I was like, okay, here we go. All of a sudden, I had the energy to keep going. Gitmo Bob. J. Cole and Gitmo Bob. Friends for life. I'm a mensch. No, thank you. I was J. Cole. In case you don't know it, Thomas Cale was paying me a very, very big compliment. That's the Yiddish we're going to be teaching you. Mensch. It's a very, very good thing when someone calls you a mensch, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Thomas. I love kids, man. I switched my whole life. At 38 years old, I left high tech because I was just like, there was no fulfillment for me. And I dedicated and, threw my life into the kids. Started as a teacher. Like I went back into a fellowship. My wife supported me the whole time, was okay with me. Just like, I'm not going to make money anymore for a while. And I'm going to make a lot less money for a while. But I promise you, my goal is to be a school leader because schools suck. And then I'll make a little bit more money, maybe not as much as I was, but our lives will be good again one day. And we did it, and it's working out, and it's great because I get to work with kids and help them and make a difference and make relationships that last a lifetime, thanks to Facebook and things like that. Because when they graduate high school, they get in touch with me, and I get to stay in touch and see how their lives turn out. Fannie Mae S'mores Germany. I can't tell you how to say Gitmo Bob in Yiddish, but my nephew Jacob can. It probably is just Gitmo Bob. I don't know if names change. Yiddish is really just really derived from German. It's like a different dialect of German. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Matthew might say I'm an idiot, but it was basically like a secret language, so the Germans couldn't understand what they were saying. So they didn't get, so they wouldn't get kills. So they can talk about things kind of like in code, but it's not far off the German language. But I don't think the names are different. Yeah, I'll try those. Okay, what is my brother saying now? Okay. It's okay to say I love kids, but people get mad at if you say you love 7-year-olds. People hate when you're specific. I learned that that's an improv thing. That's an improv note. Well, that's an argument to an improv note, because the improv note is always saying be very specific when you describe what something is. But but sometimes being specific could be wrong, because I could say I love kids and all of you say, oh, he's such a good guy. But if I say I love 6-year-old boys, not good. Not good. So, you see the difference. You see what the point we're making, right? Sometimes, no, what being specific is either good or more. Gitmo Yussel. Oh, Matthew, that makes so much sense. We in my family do know the name for Bob. It's Gitmo Yussel. I'm not streaming, but I'm eating cheesecake. We got off for dinner. It's funny you talk about cheesecake, John. You know what we just found out? I went into a store called The Nugget here in Sacramento, and in the freezer section, they had junior cheesecake. They have like small junior cheesecakes. So for now, we don't have to pay $50 to have junior ship it to us anymore. I can go to a supermarket now and get junior cheesecake. We're pretty freaking happy about it. Oh, so it's not Russell, because Joseph is Yussel in Yiddish. Bob is Yancey. I might have some matzo ball soup. Oh, that's good. Matzo ball soup is awesome, dude. Do you go to Ben's Deli ever? Do you have one out that far up Long Island, J. Cole, or do you have to drive down? Because I remember there used to be there was like a chain of them, and those were like the best kosher delis on Long Island that I had when I was at Stony Brook, that we found. It was called Ben's Kosher Deli. I wonder if they're still around. And I know there was a few of them. So Gitmo Yancey, yeah. What did Pure Adrenaline Sports block me? I don't know why Pure Adrenaline Sports blocked you, dude. I can't tell you why people are blocking you. It might be because they might not understand you, that you're a young guy just having fun. That's what it might be. So I don't know why, but we met you and we saw that you're a 19-year-old guy. We were all like that when we were 19. Like, hey, forget about it. I want some soup. Yo, I tell you, I'm awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're like when we're 19. But some people, it scares them, man. It's too much energy. I don't know, man. All that matters is I love you, kid. I love you. You're my son, so don't worry about it. Just try not to offend people. Try to respect people. Know that not everybody is up for, sometimes we're having serious conversations and they don't want to talk about that stuff. Look, I get myself in trouble too. I always bring in food, and sometimes I bring that into a conversation and I get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? But, they're not just haters. They just misunderstand you. Come on, Pure Adrenaline, unblock them. You didn't like when somebody blocked you. Remember, there's a guy who blocked you and you're not happy about it. It hurts people's feelings when you block them. Oh, wait a second. He's saying, I don't have anyone blocked that I know of. J. Cole, it might be the settings. Sometimes it doesn't get every chat or something. I know there's a thing where it's the most popular chat only shows on your chat thing. It could be based on settings, but Pure Adrenaline says that he didn't block you. So you're jumping to conclusions because you're Jewish now. Okay. That's why he blocked you, because you're Jewish now. That's funny. That is really funny. You love us like 7-year-olds. No, dude, there's a kindergartner. You know how kindergartners are small, right? These kids are tiny. They're so cute. But one of them, this one little girl, is half the size of the others. And I run around with my hands up, like at recess. Like I just put my hands out like a zombie and run towards her. And she spends the whole recess running away from me. It's the funniest thing. People have gotten it on video. It's so cute. Just chasing this little thing around. She must weigh like 20 pounds. She's half the size of the other kinders. It's ridiculous how little she is. There's no way he blocked you, dude. If there's one thing I know about John Post, he's honest. If he says he didn't block you, he did not block you. Can you see his posts? Like, are you able to see Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports posts? If you could see his post, then he didn't block you. Yeah, dude. I get cats. I have a pound of Katz's pastrami vacuum packed in a vacuum package in my freezer right now. Anytime, me and my wife every so often will order one of the packages of Katz's Deli. We order like a few packages of pastrami. We get a tub of pickles because it's like, my God, the pickles. I miss those so much. And we get we've gotten chopped liver, we've gotten knishes. Like, we get stuff from Katz's Deli, but don't do it on Goldbelly. Like, you go to Katz's Deli's website. They don't send it from the place on Houston Street. They send it from a place in New Jersey, but it's all real deal stuff. I mean, it's their pastrami for real. Like it works. All you got to do is drop it in boiling water for like 5 or 6 minutes, and it comes out perfect. Very simple to do. What is this? I can't believe you just said that. My friend just got me a delivery. We're in NC. So Thomas, my brother Matthew, who's on this chat right now on this stream, lives in Apex, by Cary. And I'm there. I visit, before the pandemic, at least once a year. But I was there this year, or in October of 21, and I'm going back this summer. So I will be, me and Adam, Watts2K99, actually will both be there. When I go, he's going to go, and we're going to do a pizza tour. So I will be in that area. So my brother's been there since, like, I want to say, because then he's going to say, and you'd be wrong. 88 or 87, Matthew. I think 87, 88-ish. He's been there. And yeah, so we've been going, and my parents are there. My parents are in Cary. So I've been going back and forth, visiting. I even lived in North Carolina. I lived in Raleigh-Durham area on 2 different occasions for about a year each. So I spent 2 years of my life living in that area. So we love the Triangle. We know the Triangle. We know, and I still love it, and I would still live there. My wife, I don't think, is into it, but if there was a way that I could, do it, I would be fine with living there. When I left, it wasn't because I didn't want to live there. I left for somebody else. That's long out of my life now. Jeremy, I hate to tell you something, but ever since I'm young, I'm terrified of pickles. That's okay, man. You don't have to like pickles. I don't like cucumbers. I just like pickled cucumbers. You're at the shore? Like near the border by Myrtle Beach or something, when you say the shore? Like where all those houses on stilts are? That's pretty far from North Carolina. So, cool. This is going to be cool. So do you see him now? Do you see Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports? J. Cole, you're not going to see him if you're looking for John Post. You got to look for Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports. You're saying all of a sudden he may have accidentally blocked you. It's possible. Okay, Thomas Cahill. Queens is better than Long Island, which is better than... Oh, no. You went from Queens to Long Island to Cape Canaveral to Paradise. Matthew, do you know those places and where they are if you went there on vacation? Yay. See, he doesn't have to be blocked. Now everybody can be happy again. Guys, we're on like the last bite or two. Although I thought that about 10 minutes ago. This is a big moment. We're going to finish the wafers right now. Man, I would never have made it in the military, Gitmo. I have no discipline. Absolutely none. And by the way, when I make my new draft video, mock draft intro, J. Cole's going to be on it. Like, I'm definitely going to take one of the clips from the draft with J. Cole, and I'm going to put it on my mock draft video. So you're going to be forever immortalized, J. Cole. Did I say that wrong, Matthew? He'll let me know if that doesn't make any sense. Buford, you can see porpoises. Was that turtles? Yeah. Just went out there. I'll see you just west of there. Okay. Well, if you want to come inland in the summer and join me and Watsu-K99, Adam, for a pizza tour, let me know if you're interested. We're going to hit up all the pizza places that we both love in the Triangle area. I think my brother Matthew will go because he likes pizza too. And he'll also want to go because he'll want to take pictures of us eating the pizza or videos and send it to Lee because we love to torture Lee. Every time my mother opens up a good bottle of wine or something when I'm there, Matthew grabs the bottle, stands with me holding the bottle, and we send the picture right to Lee. Because he's the oldest, so it like drives him out of his mind. They teach you discipline with no ability to order food out. I just hired a guy. He's kind of starting over. He got medically discharged from the Navy, and he's young. And he has a couple of kids, and I guess he's divorced, and he wants to build up some experience and start an education. So I hired him, and he's amazing. Like, he's the best person we have. Like, he's like, he came and like he'll do anything, like, and work hard. He never slows down. Committed to what he's doing. He's great. And I'm like, we should just hire people that were in the military. Like, okay, guys, last bit of crumbs right now. This is it. There's nothing left after this. Tiny bit. We did it, or I did it. I finished this canister of coffee flavored wafers. The first time I tasted it, I knew it was a mistake. Like, there was so many of them. I took one of them out. I ate it and said, this is gross. But it has sugar, it's crunchy, and it grew on me a little bit. I mean, everybody I've taken to this, I've wished it was vanilla or chocolate, or even strawberry. But you know me, I don't waste wafers. So anyway, hopefully I'll have a new canister. I'm going to keep this one forever. As I build up the studio, I'll find a way to hang it or something. It'll be immortalized as a very important canister for this channel. Years from now, we will have this canister. Maybe I'll put the names of my subscribers in here, and that's how we'll pick winners for contests and stuff. And one day, that might be a trivia question. Like, why does German Cravat use this canister? Like, one day, if we're like 3,000 subscribers, and only you guys will know, my early peeps, my early Jets fan will know the answer to that. You'll be the people that know. Let's say it's because early on he bought this big thing of wafers as an impulse buy in an Asian market. And we watched him eat it week to week. Sea rations. Are any of the sea rations good, I wonder? Matthew, you're saying are there more than 2 places to go? Yeah, I mean, because Y2K knows about a couple of places. Isn't Brooklyn Boys Pizza still there? I don't know if they're good anymore, but there's Mamma Mia's. Obviously there's the other place, DeFaro Pizza Tavern, but he also has a different one. And then you told me there was a decent place where you guys go, and I don't know if Cary New York Pizza is still there on in that shopping center, by on 55 and whatever road that is, around the corner from you, like down the road. Anyway, we're going to find pizza places. All right. We're going to find them. Need to make a snack run. All right, man. Go get some snack, buddy. Go get some. Oh, dude, you're in the Philly area, man. Go get some cheesesteak or some hoagies, or go get a stromboli. Ooh, go get some pretzels, dude. Some big soft pretzels. Come on, man. You're in Philly, man. I could make a life out there. I was at the Jets-Titans game where Zach threw the bomb to Corey Davis. That was my favorite play of the season from Zach. Because not just because of the throw and everything, but because it showed to me a future leader. The fact that he was able to, as he was running for his life, like literally direct the wide receiver, like he saw the opening, he saw the opportunity and pointed. He said, "Go deep." I love that. That was my favorite play. Get my bar making coffee. Okay. I had the Babe Ruth vision with that one. Okay. No Brooklyn Boys. New York Pizza isn't on 55 anymore. Wow. Okay, so it's changing. But Matthew, there are other. You told me there's other places. You told me there's a place that's almost as good as whatchamacallit. I'm so senile. The place we like. With our uncle. The guy that makes me the 28 pizza, that place. Mamma Mia's. I was just talking about. You said there was a place similar to that. And then there's a place where you worked or where you work where you said they had a slice called the Upside Down or something like that. They have an imitation L&B slice. Oh, yeah, that's the right place. Okay. All right. I don't know what that's from, but whatever. Also, we can change it up. We don't have to just get pizza. We can go to like Mookie's Deli and get something over there too. Right? So there's other things we could do. As long as we're eating good food. That's what really matters. Good food, good times, good food. Right? Right. Anyway, man, I didn't expect to be on for an hour. I thought I was coming on for 10 minutes to make 3 announcements. Okay, just in case you've joined late and don't know what those 3 announcements were, you saw one of them. I finished the wafers. The second one is that we're doing a watch party tomorrow for the Super Bowl. Me and my brothers, because I have a feeling Matthew will jump in because I am sending him the link as well. And then the third was I wanted to show my new intro to the Wacky Wednesday show. And then while I was here, there's actually a fourth thing. I showed the draft results from last night's show, the second draft with Green Bean. I showed the results of that. That was we had two pretty good drafts last night. And now I remember it. Gitmo Bob actually gave the second draft with Green Bean a B+, which is a very good grade from Gitmo Bob. I don't know if I've seen him give an A or an A- yet. Maybe once. It's possible. But I don't know. I think he may have liked the first one better, right? You must have liked the first one. No, you didn't like the defensive tackle selection. But you did like the fact that we addressed edge. We doubled up on edge. I know you like that. I know you're an edge guy. Sauce Gardner. Harry was in the Army. Hey, the guy I hired, by the way, just so you know, he was a fire marshal on his ship. So, and what happened was there was an explosion. That's why he was medically discharged. He's okay. He didn't get like severely burned. He actually is a hero. He ripped some tendon in his shoulder. He was partially burned, but not permanent, like scar burn. But he ripped tendons in his shoulder, and he lost part of his hearing in one of his ears. But he was like semi-conscious. He was in and out consciousness. There were 2 guys with him. The 2 guys were hurt much more. They were unconscious and had more out of it. He carried both of them, like one at a time, obviously, even with the hurt shoulder, over his shoulder and up a ladder, like I guess to the upper part, like they were down somewhere or whatever, and he saved both their lives. So he's a complete 100% hero. But unfortunately, he loves the Navy, and he's upset that he can't be in. Like he's not happy about that. But he also is very talented. He's an amazing plater of food. Like he cooks very high end food at home and does like beautiful presentation. And I think he wants to own a very high end restaurant like that someday. So I don't know why I'm talking about him so much. I'm just like blown away by it because I was like never got to be friendly with somebody who like literally. Maybe I wasn't. I didn't know because I've known people that serve, but they don't talk about it. But to like be sitting there working with someone that you hired, that's telling you how he's, like basically you're hearing how he saved people's lives. It's pretty awesome. But there's a place with a cheeseburger pizza with pickles, and for some reason it really works. There was a place that had there was a frozen cheeseburger pizza thing. Or from a place that had cheeseburger pizza, and I liked it. So, but the pickle thing would work great for me. I love adding that flavor to things. That's why I like the McRib sandwich because the pickle and the onion. Oh man, perfect tang. First draft, I gave a solid A. Okay, I just wouldn't have taken defensive tackle at that point, but I really liked it. The second pick, I gave B+ because I wouldn't take Linderbaum. I was surprised when Green Bean took Linderbaum. I went with it, but I was surprised. I guess it's because we had the extra pick. So now we know his thinking. His thinking is if we were able to have a third first-round pick, he would take Linderbaum. So you wouldn't have. You would have taken Treylon Burks or something, I bet. Or maybe not. Maybe you would have went edge again. I don't know. I don't know why you're scared of pickles, dude. It's kind of strange to be scared of pickles. Yeah, I think Winfrey's going to be a great player. I think it's good. I think it's also good future insurance. Like if we're not able to sign Quinnen Williams, like if that blows up in our face, Winfrey could be that potential fill-in star. And we already got Franklin lined up. So John Franklin Myers. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I wouldn't be surprised if we pick a defensive tackle with our first 4 to 5 picks. And if it was Winfrey, that's not bad news. Just scared the hell out of me. I hate the smell. What all the different kind of pickles? Because there are pickles like that have a sweet taste. They smell different. So, I don't think it's illegal, Harry, but it's certainly a big no-no with pure pizza people, And the funny thing is I would never order it that way. I don't want pineapple on my pizza. But I once, like when I'm at a party, or at a function, like a school event, and there's all these pizzas, and I just grab slices because everyone's piling around. I just want to make sure I get a lot. I got to get a lot of pizza. Sometimes I end up with a ham and pineapple slice, and I eat it, and I don't mind it. Like I think it's ridiculous. I'm like it's not necessary, but it's not like it's still. I still like it because I love pizza that much. The only way you can ruin pizza for me is to put an anchovy on it. Then I won't go near it. I won't go within 10 feet of it. Don't put an anchovy on my pizza. My friend Jack did that. I wouldn't eat any pizza that my friend Jack, he owned the pizza restaurant. He's one of my best friends, my brother's best friend. His younger brother's my best friend. I grew up working in the pizza place, but when he would send a pie to our place or to his younger brother's house, and I was hanging out there, I always knew he may put an anchovy in there, hoping I'm going to get it. Navy food some Navy food is very good, by the way. Depends. Then he told me that Navy food is better like when they're going to be asked to do something really shitty, like when it's bad news. Then the food all of a sudden is very good, I guess, to keep up morale. J. Cole is kind of Freudian. Okay. Salad pizza is a contradiction of flavors. Yeah, dude, I don't get salad pizza. I never ate that. Like, as many of you have probably figured out, I don't do vegetables unless it's like cooked corn. Like corn I'll do. I'll do peas sometimes, but usually they have to be well salted and buttered. But I don't even like peas that much. I'll do candied carrots. Like if you put simple syrup and saute carrots, I'll do that. I'm just not a veggie guy. I mean, cooked. You know, you give me some broccoli with garlic and oil on pasta, like I'll do that. Spinach, like with garlic and oil on pasta, like I'll do stuff like that. So I never ate a salad in my life. Yeah, I mean, I have very reluctantly, but it is certainly not my favorite thing. Not at all. Anyway, guys, I'm going to play the intro one final time. I'm going to say goodnight. I'm probably going to regret it because I have so much fun hanging out with you. But I was on late last night. Like, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening with my wife. It's time to think about dinner. I just found out the same place that has Junior's Cheesecake also has Boar's Head hot dogs, which is one of the best hot dogs you can purchase. They're in tight wrapped, like the big long ones tied together with the strings. I mean, I'm very excited about it. I am going to have some Boar's Head hot dogs for dinner, or we're going to do some pizza or a combination of it. So I'm going to go now. Thank you for joining. This was a nice little quick get together. Always fun, always nice to have this, and always fun to get to just announce certain things. So this is what it is going to look like from now on the Wacky Wednesday show. Everybody, good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. If you missed the beginning, watch the replay. It was kind of funny. And again, I will see you tomorrow at the watch party. If you can't be there, that's fine. Make sure though that you enjoy the Super Bowl. You enjoy Super Bowl Sunday, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Take care. I would regret it if people look back at the first episode and you weren't on it.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's called forward thinking.
We have one of the worst beats in the world. We do. Our beat is horrible.
Connor could shove that article up his ass.
And then I went to that game and I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. I'm a Jet fan. This is going to be the greatest run ever. Yeah.
No, because if they take Ekwonu, I'm not complaining.
Joe Douglas is the king of keeping shit close to the vest.
A 2, a 4, and a 6 for Darnold?
Did the Jets really ruin Sam Darnold, or did Sam Darnold just suck all along and we were just trying to talk ourselves into it?
And Hamilton is a player who can potentially make a very big impact.
And suddenly here we are today. You can't get rid of him.
Right. It's like a plague.
Joe Douglas was hired because he's not those general managers.
Hey, Luscious.
Somebody is going to fall just like Elijah Moore did, just like Michael Carter did.
You know, if you had one sentence to say to Joe Douglas, what would you say? So you would say, you had me at hello, and then give him a big old wet one right on the smack.